What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy, Jay Riches. You now tuned into another episode of J Spot. It's been a while, but your boy is back. The time is 8:36 right now. I'm gonna give a couple of people some time to get on. Like I said, it's been a minute. I've been busy, been doing a lot. I have a lot on my plate, so I was unable to, keep up with my weekly J Spot. But I'm back. I'm here. I'm healthy. I'm blessed. And, let's go. Thank you for all those who are tuning in. Thank you for those who will be tuning in. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your blessings. I appreciate everything. I appreciate it all. So I believe the last time I got up here, it was a little before the pandemic started, the whole COVID-19. I'm actually touch some topics on that with the whole, COVID-19, our children, getting back into, school. Like I'm gonna touch some topics, but like I said, I'm gonna give it some time for people to jump on. But I hope everyone out there is blessed. I hope everyone out there is safe. I hope everyone is practicing their social distancing, because it's a lot of people that are not practicing it. They just feel like, whatever, I ain't gonna catch it, I'm good. And then when they do catch it and they laid up in that hospital, it's like they think back and be like, oh man, I should have listened. I should have this, I should have that. But by that time, it's too late. I mean, we lost a lot of people to this pandemic, man. A lot of people. And, we can't always think we're above the law. Sometimes we gotta play our part, play our position, and we gotta, follow the rules. Sometimes the rules can actually help us, can actually save our lives. And it's scary, because me being a father of two is really scary, because it's like, I'm a firm believer in, you can't, yes, granted, you can make kids back. You can make them back, but I don't practice that, because I don't want to make my kids back. I want to keep my kids safe. I want to keep them in good health, good spirits. I don't want to go through that, God forbid. I don't want to go through that, one pass so I can make another one. Yeah, you can make another one. You can make multiple, but I don't want to go that route. I'd rather keep the ones that I have safe and healthy, and just keep pushing forward. But I noticed since this pandemic has started, a lot of people, like, they've been using their kids as guinea pigs. And I'm not calling no names, because that's not what J Spot is about. I'm not going to call any names, but I've seen a lot of parents really just let their kids go wherever. Let their kids be around whoever. Like, if you're going to send them out with a mask. Let them have their mask, because when your kids get sick, you gotta also put into factor that when they go into the hospital, you won't be able to visit them. You will not be able to visit them. You got to go through that whole, the nurse will call you to let you know their update. The nurse will call you every 2 hours. The nurse will call you every hour. Nah, I don't want to hear any of that. Because me as a father, I'm not playing that. My kids get sick, God forbid, I'm pulling up. I'm at their hospital bed. I'm there. I'm spending nights there. I'm sleeping there. I'm in the same clothes. I'm staying there. So I don't play when it comes to this whole pandemic. And I've seen and witnessed a lot of parents just don't care. And it's like, how you doing that to your kids? Like, how you really pushing your kids out there to go do whatever and whatever, wherever, and not, giving them a mask, not enforcing that mask rule. This pandemic is serious. Like a lot of kids, well, a lot of parents, well, I'm sorry, a lot of people have passed from this COVID-19. In the beginning, yeah, a lot of people, because don't get it twisted. I myself was one of them. I'm gonna keep it 100. I myself was one of them. I wasn't, really too keen on the whole pandemic. I was like, yeah, whatever. I take care of myself. I'm good. But then it's like when it hit home and it hit certain people that's close to you, that's passing or getting sick or actually in the hospital, and they're hurting. It's like damn, like this is real. This is real. But a lot of like I said, a lot of parents I've noticed they've been sending their kids still out to the beaches, to the pools, just having their kids out. Now, it's hard because once again, I as a parent, it's hard because you don't want to see your kids cooped up in the crib. You don't want to see them not doing anything. You want to see them to, be able to live their life. You don't want to see them bored or whatever the case may be. But sometimes you have to take a L. And especially when you love your kids the way how I love my kids, you don't want to take that L. I mean, you don't want to take no chances. I'm sorry. You don't want to take no chances. Now, a lot of parents, they still, like I said, going all over the places, sending their kids all over the places. I get that. If that's what floats your boat, that's y'all. But I'm a different breed of a parent. I love my kids too much to be taking them chances. Now, granted, this summer, 2020 summer, has been a bad summer. Like, we ain't really get to do anything. We went from being on lockdown to going through these phases, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, to now we can't dine inside restaurants, so we have to do curbside dining. Now, at first I was a little against it, but it looked kind of cool now. I'm not even gonna lie to you, it looked kind of cool. Like, just to see you outside eating, like you're not cooped up in a restaurant. So it's kind of a good look, but at the same time, we still got to play our part and play our social distancing. We still got to play that. And now, with some of the schools they're doing the remote learning. Now, it sound kind of, blah, but I would rather my kids safe. Now, I have a 4-year-old daughter, and I know she misses her friends at her daycare. I know she misses them. I know, like, for her, she doesn't understand. So she's 4 years old. So she don't understand what's going on. But, she remembers, like, waking up, doing her daily routine, shower, brush your teeth, eat your breakfast. You go to your daycare, you're amongst your friends. So it's like now she has to deal with just being cooped up in the crib or, not doing anything. But, Tina, salute. I appreciate you for tuning in. Thank you. But, now my son is, he's much older. He's 15. So, he has a better understanding and, better days are going to come. Like, we suffering this 2020. I will admit that we are suffering, but it ain't going to rain forever. It ain't going to be dark clouds forever. The sun going to come out again. And we just got to keep faith and be strong believers in God and just keep our heart pure. We will have our time again. We will get out there. We will have a better 2021 summer. We will have a better 2022 summer. I mean, it's just a minor setback for a major comeback. And I'm a firm believer in that right there. It's a minor setback for a major comeback. Now, like I said, they have the remote learning. You also have some schools, like in Georgia. I know schools out there in Georgia opened up. As soon as they open back up, the first day, the cases went through the roof. Now, y'all so eager to send these kids back. Like, why y'all using them as guinea pigs? Let us get this under control, this pandemic under control. Let us get, they saying there's a vaccine. Let's see what the vaccine do. But at the same time, let's not use our kids as guinea pigs. Like that right there, I'm not for. Like using your kids as a guinea pig, sending them out there. Like, I mean, granted, we don't know some parents' situation. Some parents, they might not have a babysitter. They might not have the father in the picture. They might not have the grandmother in the picture. I get it. It is hard. I will not downplay that. It is hard for some parents. But at the same time, like, we have to put our heads together and think. We can't send our kids out there like that. We can't push them out there to the wolves like that. And it's scary because some parents, like, they just don't care. They just don't care. But, the pandemic has been rough. I'm not gonna lie, it's been rough. It's been rough. I know on my kids. It's been rough on myself. So I know how it is. I know how it is. But on a brighter note, let's just hope, for the winter or for the fall, let's just hope we have a better outcome. Let's just hope outside opens back up fully. I mean, it's to me, it's partially open. They say it's open, but to me, I feel it's partially open because, they just opened back the gyms. I think the museums, the movie theaters, they just opened that back up, but it's to certain limitations. So it's like, it's open, but then it's not really open. So it's all with time. It's all with time. But I just hope everyone out there, like, they made the best of their summer. I hope they, played their part. They played it safe. They kept their mask. They keep God first, of course. They pray daily. We will get through this. It's just a minor setback for a major comeback. I just feel sorry for all the people that was lost, during this pandemic. Because a lot of people, like I said, passed behind it. So I just hope, everyone keeping strong faith. A comment from Tina. Some parents have no other choice because how will they be able to go to work? Unemployment is done. I get that. I get some, and that's what I just basically was saying. I know some people don't have the resources to help or whatever, but I feel what's more important? You rather bury your child or you rather put your head together and find a way to make it? Because I'm personally I'm not sending my kids as no guinea pig. I'm sorry. And that's the crazy thing too with the whole what you just said. Some parents have no other choice. So what about, let me ask you this, what about the parents that do have a choice but they're not using that choice? Because I myself, I have my kids, my kid's mother, she have me as a choice, but she don't always go to me. She rather takes the role of mother and father. So what about those parents that have the choices and the resources but don't utilize them or don't use them? But then in the long run they're crying, they're the victim, they don't have help, they're single, they're this, they're that. Like it's not adding up. I'm not trying to see my kids be buried. I'm sorry. That's just me. I know, like I said, I know some parents don't have it. They don't have the help. They don't have the resources, and it's hard. Believe you me, I understand it's hard, and I know it's hard, and I see that it's hard. But some parents really, I feel some parents really need to think of a strategy. Like, if the father or whatever, the father, the grandmother, your sister, the baby father sister, the baby father mother, whatever. It's help out there. People just don't want to utilize it because some people want to use their ego. Some people feel like, oh, I'm not talking to him, I'm not talking to her, blah, 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 blah. Like, that's childish and that's immature. And it's crazy because I'm actually going through a situation like that right now because of this whole pandemic. I can be there for my kids. All I'm just a phone call away. Do I get those phone calls? No, I don't get those phone calls. When I hear from my kids, they're all over the place, but they're not with me. I get them on my designated weekend. Granted, I do get them for that, but it's like if the mother don't have no one to go to, why not hit me up and let me know in advance? Like, look, I don't know the situation with your job, but can you watch the kids such and such? Once you give me a heads up, it's done. That's me. That's the father I am. That's the era I come from. Once you give me an advance, time in advance, I'm gonna handle my job. Just let me know, and it's done. But this is what I'm talking about with some parents. Some parents don't utilize their choices or their resources. They rather just play the victim and sit back and say, "Oh, it's hard. I can't do it." Da da da. This, that, and the third. But what about when you do have the choices and the help? You don't utilize it. You don't utilize it, and that's not fair to the fathers that want to be in their kids' lives. That's not fair to them because all you gotta do is hit them up if and they do their part with their job, and it's done. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. But then you have some women out here who, like I just stated, they have no help. They have no resources. They're doing it on their own. They, like, some of them don't even know how they're going to do it. They don't even know how they're going to make it happen. And I get that. I get that 100%. It's not easy. That's why, that's part of the reason, like, with my J spot, like, I put it together for men that's like fighting against, alienation with their kid's mother or their ex-wives or whatever. A lot of people, when I talk to a lot of people, whether it be through my Facebook, whether it be through Twitter, whether it be through Instagram, a lot of women are crying saying they don't have the help, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. I get that. But then when I talk to some of the women, they be like, "Oh, I'm not going to hit him up. I'm not going to reach out to him. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that." And it's like, why are you not going to reach out to him? If you need the help and you need to get to work, you need to get to school, whatever, why not put your pride aside and be like, "Yo, let me just hit up this their father and be like, look, I need the help. Could you watch them 2 days or 3 days, whatever. Put your pride aside. That's the thing that killed me. A lot of people have this pride and this ego shit. They don't want to put that shit to the side. They don't. They just want to cry the victim. And that's not fair. And it's a lot going on in this world. It's a lot. Like just the other day, this guy that just I can't remember his name, so don't quote me on it. But he just got shot 7 times in his back by the police. We still haven't got justice for Breonna Taylor. We still haven't got justice for George Floyd. Like, it's so much else that's going on in this world, and you have these bitter, vindictive women, because it's not all, it's just the bitter and vindictive ones that I'm talking about. They want to play the victim. Like, come on, that's not fair. That is not fair. Comment from Tina. I agree. They should be using the resources that are available. Exactly. All it is just, come on, it's just communication. A lot of people don't know. A lot of issues could be resolved if people just communicate. If people just communicate what's going on, communicate they need help, communicate it's hard, communicate it's tough. Like, come on. I get tired of both sides, men and women, because it's not just women, but men too. I get tired of seeing people playing victim. Like, just reach out to the person. The bigger picture here is the children. It's not the man. It's not the woman. Y'all relationship ended, whatever. It ain't work. It ain't start. It was a one-night stand, whatever. The bigger picture here is the kids. Not the man and the woman. It's the kids. And that's what killed me with a lot of situations, because they know it's the kids, but they still want to play victim. Like, oh, I'm not reaching out to her. I'm not reaching out to him. Oh, I'm gonna make it the best way I can. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. But then you go to bed stressing, you hurting, you angry, you mad. Like, why? Just reach out. Just communicate. That's all. Just communicate. Now, like I said, so much going on in the world. Like with like I just said, with the whole Breonna Taylor, with the gentleman that was shot 7 times, who I believe, I read an article that he's paralyzed from the waist down. George Floyd. Like, it's so much going on in this world. It's not even funny. I talk to so many people. They be like, yo, I don't even want to go outside today. I don't even know if I'm going to make it back home. And that's real rap. That is real rap. A lot of people don't want to go out. Don't want to go outside to even check their mail. Don't even want to go to the corner store because they don't know if they're going to make it back because of what's going on in this world. And a lot hasn't been addressed. Like, we're still fighting. Don't get me wrong. We're still fighting. We still fighting for justice. We still on the forefront for that. But it's like, when will it end? Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I didn't even think this whole coronavirus was like, this came out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Like, it all came in March, I believe. It started in March. We were all, gearing up for the spring. We were getting ready for spring and summer, and then we get hit with this pandemic. People getting sick. People having respiratory issues. People can't breathe. People, like, just dying. This pandemic came out of nowhere. And like I said a little while ago, yes, it came out of nowhere. And in the beginning, I wasn't like stressing it. But then when I started seeing all these people dying, all these people up in the hospital, all these kids that can't see their parents, that's when it just hit a different part of me in my heart. It's like, nah, this is real. This is real. And a lot of people still take it for joke, but you can't. It's not for joke. This is serious. This is real. Lives are being lost. Kids are ending up in the hospital. Kids not seeing their parents. They seeing nurses and doctors like that's their parents until they get better. Like, this is real. And we can't take it for granted anymore. This is real. Like, I don't know what the future holds. I don't know, what's next to come out of this whole pandemic. I don't. But I just do hope whatever vaccine they got, whatever cure they got, I just hope it heals everyone. It heals kids, elderly. It heals everyone. Because too many people have died. Tina said, because we have a fucking president that didn't take it seriously. You're absolutely right. I'm glad you brought that up, Tina. You're absolutely right. We do have a president that's a jackass. I will, agree with you on that. Because even to him, like, when I watch like a lot of his news conference, people around him, they'll have their mask on, but he won't have a mask on. And it's like, you're the president. You're leading our world, our state. You're like the country, and this is how you're handling this. Like, he literally, I'm not gonna lie, he took this whole thing for joke. Like, he was like, like, he really was in his bag on some bullshit. So I agree with you on that. When we had our other president, Obama, our former president, he would have saw this coming and try to prevent it. This current president we have, he don't care. He don't care. Tina said, I work at the morgue and I know firsthand that it was crazy. Yeah, it is. I actually have cousins that work at the hospital. And the stuff, the stories I be hearing that they be telling me, it's like, what? The amount of bodies they said they see, like, it's like, wait, what? Say that again? So I know what you talking about. It's real talk. I know what you talking about. It's sad. This thing really came out of nowhere. This really caught us, like, it caught us lacking. In other words, it caught us sleeping. But we gotta, we gotta, hopefully we're getting it under control and we're gonna do better, because fall is coming. And a lot of people have been saying it's gonna pick back up in the fall. Like, the case is gonna go higher and higher. Now, it's scary, but it's scary. But here's something I wanna talk about. So with the whole social distancing, right? I've been to some buildings, and the buildings, they'll have elevators, and they'll say 2 people in the elevator at a time. Now, Here's the joke about that. Y'all want two people in the elevator at a time. Okay, granted. But let's be honest. You have to be realistic with situations. You have to be realistic about it. If people are coming in from work and people are tired. Now let's say, I'm gonna give an example. Let's say it's two elevators, but they're working on one of the elevators, so now it's only one elevator working. You want only two people in the elevator at a time. People are coming in from work. Who's really doing this social distancing? Who's really gonna say, "Oh, I'm gonna let two people go in and then wait for the elevator to come back down"? Because by that time, when the elevator go up and come back down, it's more people coming into the lobby. It's more people coming in, more people coming in. So how you really want people to do this two people at a time in the elevator? People coming in from work, because remember, people now back out to work. Well, some, not all, but people are back out to work. Now, people are tired. People just did 8 hours. Some people, whether they're a security guard, they're standing on their feet. Whether they're a nurse, they're on their feet for 12 hours. Whether they're doing construction, they're working on buildings. Like, who's really gonna want to wait for the elevator? Like, it's crazy. Like, and when I saw it happen, it's like, yo, why would the super or the landlord even put this into a part of a protocol? Like, you really think people are gonna really let this happen? Tina said, if a vaccine come out, will you take it? I'm gonna be honest with you, no. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, no. And the reason for that is because part of the reason I would say yes, I am scared, and another part of the reason is I feel they're just trying to get a vaccine quick. They're just trying to rush it. Like, they're just trying to rush it, and it's like it might have little bugs in it, but they don't care. It's like, okay, we made something. But then people taking it and they get even more sick or probably fatal. So I'm a little against it, but at the same time, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know much about the vaccine, but I will say I need to see more research and more study on it. I will say that much. Tina said, nobody social distancing anymore. I barely see people wearing masks. Exactly. Tina, it's so true. No one is practicing social distancing anymore. Everyone is like just out in the open, out in the street, chilling. They chilling on the corner, 6, 7 people in a group with no mask on. And it's like, when you get sick, how can you be mad at anyone else? You got to be mad with yourself. That's to show you how people play Russian roulette with their lives. I don't play Russian roulette with my life. That's one thing. I'm not going to play with my life. If I'm going to be out in the open, I'm going to have my mask near me. I mean, on me, I should say. Not near me, but I'm going to have my mask on me. Like, I see a lot of people at backyard parties. Like, a couple of weeks ago, about a month ago, I went to a backyard party. I was a little hesitant, but, still went. A lot of people didn't have their mask on. People, like, on each other like sardines in a can. It's like, okay, I get it, we're outdoors. I get it's in the outdoor, in the open. But y'all really on each other like that? And then the thing that kills me, like, I don't have anything against people that smoke, whether it be weed, cigarettes, whatever. I don't have anything against people that do that. But when this whole pandemic started, I was really looking at the people that smoke. Because it's like, yo, y'all all smoking that one spliff. Y'all all sharing that spliff or that cigarette. It's like, this pandemic ain't scare you. It don't have you a little on edge, like to share after piggyback, as I would call it, piggyback after someone else. Like, they would really be sharing around that one spliff, and like they're all smoking it. Like 10 people on one spliff, one spliff, not 2 spliff, not 3 spliff, but one spliff. It's just passed around, and it's like, yo, are you serious? Like, you really don't value your life? Like, you're that eager to smoke, whether what they, well, because I don't smoke, so I don't know, but I've heard of the the names for it. But you're that eager to smoke the purple Kush or the raspberry Dro or the Hannah Montana. Like, you really want to smoke weed that bad? Never smoked. Never, never, never. And I don't plan on it. That's just not. I've never been a follower. That's never been in my DNA. I'm a leader more than anything. So, but to each his own. If they like it, I love it. So I'm not here to judge anyone. So that's them. But I was really looking at people that smoke off each other, and it's like, yo, we have a virus going on, and y'all, that's different saliva going on the same spliff. Like, I don't know. I guess because I don't smoke, I don't understand it. Maybe it's something I'm not seeing or I don't know. So, like I said, I'm not here to judge. But Tina said, "Nah," shaking my head. It's true. It's true. Like people I see piggyback off of weed, off of spliffs, off of cigarettes. Like now, when it comes to drinking, because someone has said this to me, when it comes to drinking, you don't necessarily have to put the bottle on your lips. Like some people will hold it over, and they'll hold it over and do it that way. But to me, once it come out of the bottle itself, your saliva is on it, and then you giving it to the next person. So it's still like the same thing, but I don't know. I don't piggyback with liquor, so my bottle is my bottle. My bottle of Hennessy is my bottle of Hennessy. Point blank, period. You get your own, but I ain't sharing it. I ain't piggybacking no liquor. Sorry. But yeah, it's been rough with this pandemic, man. It's been rough. It's been rough. Like the kids are suffering. Tina said, "I'm just tight because there won't be no Panamanian parade this year." Tina, I'm tight too. I'm tight about Labor Day because it was back to back for me. I had Labor Day, then you had the Panamanian parade. So, but I did see something about they are having the Thanksgiving Day parade. But then I also heard they're doing it like how they did the 4th of July, the Macy's 4th of July. They doing it in different boroughs or something like that. So I have to read up more on that. But I did see that the Macy's Thanksgiving will still be going on, but they doing it in sections or something like that. But I have to read up more on it. But yeah, Labor Day canceled, Panamanian Day parade canceled. It's like I'm waiting to see how they're gonna handle New Year's. Like that's what I really want to see. Like, are they even gonna do New Year's? Like, is the ball? I mean, of course the ball is gonna drop, but I want to know, are they gonna still do it in Times Square? And out of all the years of me living, like I've never been to Times Square for the ball dropping. I've always wanted to go, but I never made it. But that's what I really want to see, how they're gonna handle that, the whole New Year's ball dropping. But yeah, so it's rough. And I feel bad too for the kids because like it's new for them to like be on lockdown, to be in the crib, can't do much, can't go anywhere. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, with my kids, like we just been in the crib. When it's my weekend to have my kids, I just keep them in the crib. Cause like I said, I can't make them back. I can't make my kids back. Yeah, I can make more kids, but I can't make back the 2 that I have. So I'm not using my kids as a guinea pig. Nobody care about me, about Macy's Parade. Nah, you can't say that, Tina. I've seen pictures over the years. Like it looks fun, but it's just I can't get with that whole. You gotta wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning to be out there from like 8:30 in the morning, and the parade don't start till like 11. So you're basically out there for like all those hours in the cold until the parade start. But I never done it. I've always wanted to. Don't get me wrong. I want to take my kids. I want them to be a part of it. But as we know, this year is like, nah, it ain't happening. So maybe for 2021, maybe 2022, God spare life. I'll experience it because we all should experience it. We all should experience something at least once. Because we can't, knock it if we never tried it. So I'm gonna see how that plays out. But yeah, like I said, with this whole pandemic, man, it's just different. It's different. And me as being an older person, like, I'm not gonna lie, it was hard. Staying in the crib, like I've never, knock on wood, I've never been incarcerated. I've never been to prison. But I literally felt like a prisoner. I felt like a prisoner because it's like you go outside and it's like it's empty. It's like the world is empty. Like I would drive through, Manhattan. I'll drive through the city or whatever, and it's like this is of course when the pandemic first started. It's like no one is on the streets. Now we all know if you're from New York City, we all know Times Square, 42nd Street, 34th Street is always crowded, always crowded. So to see it not crowded, it's like, yo, really? So for me, as an older person, it is hard as well. But who was handing out all them fireworks this year? It was getting annoying. Yeah, it was. I'm not even gonna lie. And it's crazy. I haven't played with fireworks in years, like about a good 12 years, I would say. But this year it was OD. So I rock with you on that too, Tina. This year was OD. It's like fireworks were starting like 7 o'clock in the morning. No, I'm bugging. I would say it would start like early afternoon, like 12 o'clock, go all the way to the next day. It's like whoever was selling them fireworks had a good deal because shits was going off left and right and left and right and left. So it was annoying. Like you'll be in your bed sleeping, you just hear boom, boom, da 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 da, and it's like, yo, for real? Like, and then 4th of July was over and people still doing it. So it's like, all right, now y'all bored. Now y'all got nothing better to do. Y'all really dragging it. Y'all dragging it. Tina said, I'm an introvert, so I didn't mind. It was comforting to be less people around or at home. Well, like you say, you're an introvert, so I feel you on that. Um, 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 um. I mean, I don't want to sound crazy saying this. Like, I'm not a people. Well, I am a people person, but it's to an extent. I don't like crowds. I don't like groups. Like I just stated, I'm mad that Labor Day is canceled. But when Labor Day used to go on, I was never the type to be in crowds. I would always be to the side. I'm not going to be in a crowd with like 40, 50 people because we all know when people start shooting or fights break out, it's always the innocent people that's getting hurt. Always. So I'm the type, I rather stand to the side or to the back and I watch everyone, I watch the surrounding. That's me. That's always been me. Since a little kid. I don't like crowds. I do not like crowds. I rather stay to myself, or if it's 40 people on the corner, let me be in front of my car or in front of my building. If people come right next to me, next to my car or my building, I'll move away. Like, I just don't, I never been that type. I never been that type to deal with crowds. It's never been my thing. A lot of people love crowds, but not me. I'd rather stay to myself. So I feel you on that, Tina. I really do. But Tina, how you been holding up with this whole pandemic? I know you have a new bundle of joy. How y'all been holding up with this, with this pandemic? Because, I ask a lot of people that, and a lot of people, they tell me, they're like, yo, it's hard. They like, it's boring. But I will say one thing, though. I don't know if y'all would agree with me on this, but Netflix and Amazon Prime, they got money out of me since this pandemic has started. Just being in the crib, just watching movies. As you know, you got to pay for them. But if it's Netflix, you don't got to pay for them. But with Amazon Prime, like, you got to be paying $3.99 here. And then, as we know, the movies was closed. So the movies, like the movies was coming out on Prime. So it's like you were paying $19.99 for a movie, or $21.99 for a movie. So my account, like Amazon Prime, they was raping me. They were raping me. But I will say the pandemic has taught me a lot. It's taught me, like a lot of movies I never watched in the past, I was actually watching it now. Me and my kids. We would be watching them. Me and my girl, we'll be watching them. So it's like it taught me a lot. This pandemic has taught me a lot. I just want us to get back in good standards. I want us to get back to being normal again, because this It's not cutting it. It's not cutting it. It's scary. It's scary, and it's just not cutting it. But we will get through it, man. We will get through it. We just gotta, like I said, keep faith. We gotta keep praying, keep God first, and we'll get through it. Because He's the only one that can, get us through it. Without Him, we are nothing. So we just gotta keep praying. That's all. Keep praying. But it's been I'm glad to actually say that I'm back on my J spot. I'm back with my weekly episodes every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I had a lot I was just dealing with, like a lot. Like I'm in the past with my episodes, I was going through hiccups with my kid's mother, and it's like it died down somewhat, but it's like it's picking right back up. So I'm trying to keep firm, trying to stand tall, because at the end of the day, it's the kids. Yeah, whatever my kid's mother is doing to me, yeah, it's hurting me personally, yes, but at the same time, it's about my kids. So whatever she do, yeah, I'll brush it under the rug, but I just got to keep my smile on my face for my kids. Point blank, period. Tina said, "Oh my God, I was on maternity leave when it started, so I just extended my maternity leave. I was more concerned for my king because he works for MTA. I was hoping they shut that down, but he was blessed not to catch COVID-19. That's what's up, and that's good that you extended your maternity leave. Salute to you on that. Salute to you on that. And with your king, you say he worked at MTA. That's good. He didn't catch it. He gotta, play it safe, do what he gotta do, remain solid and humble. That's good. That's good. Y'all staying blessed. Like I said, we can't do it without God, so we always gotta keep God first. Wow, you was on maternity leave when it started. Woo. Well, that's good. You extended your maternity leave, so that's a good thing. Yes, Tina. Both my kids is with the same woman. My son and my daughter are for the same woman. But like I tell people, I don't regret my kids at all. Because that's a question people ask me. They be like, "Yo, do you regret your kids?" I'm like, never. I don't regret my kids. I do not. Never. Not even an ounce. Not at all. I just wish the situation with the mother, like I wish she was mature enough to handle this co-parenting, on respectful grounds or levels. But what could I say? When a woman don't have, a father figure in her life or a role model, or don't have a mother that's teaching them the right way, this is the outcome. In the beginning, I used to be mad, upset. I don't even get mad no more. Like I said, it's about my kids. It's about my kids, and they come first, and that's all that matters. Tina said, "I'm back at work now." Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Salute, salute, salute. That's what's up. Yeah, we're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this. It's all. We got our backs against the wall, but once we don't bend or we don't fold, we're gonna make it. As long as we don't bend or fold, we will make it. That's all it is. But yeah, like I said, it's the kids. It's the kids that I be worried about. We adults, we grown ups, we'll deal with, being on lockdown or whatever. But them kids, like, and another thing too, it messes with the kids' mentality. It messes with their mental. Like, some kids, like, being locked in the crib, it's like they feel like they did something wrong and they didn't do anything wrong. And that's another thing too. We gotta enforce that in our kids. Like, let them know y'all didn't do anything wrong. It's not y'all. It's just, it's just a little curveball life is throwing us. Some of us get knocked down and some of us stand back up and fight. And people that know me know I'm a fighter. I'm a fight to the end. What is her reason for not being good at co-parenting? Is she mad about you and her not working out? Yeah, Tina, I think that's her reasoning. I mean, I don't know. The thing with her is she just don't want me involved in my kid's life. Point blank, period. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Like she was raised without her father, so whatever toxic, whatever toxic, um, whatever toxic things her mother was telling her about, I guess men in general, it like, kind of messed with her mind. So it's like I know so many people that would give to have their kid's father in the picture. So many women would give to have their kid's father in the picture, but you have a person like my kid's mother who has me in the picture, but at the same time she's pushing me out the picture, if that makes sense. It's like you don't want me at my children's graduation. You don't want me at recitals. You don't want me at stuff that has to deal with the school, like report card day and all that. It's like, come on. We are grown. We are grown. Like, here's a funny example. And it's crazy because with me, I know as a black man, we have it hard, right? We have it hard. So with me, what I do is when certain situations happen or I'm seeing about to happen, I would take pictures of it, or I'll keep text messages, because I know if it comes out of my mouth verbally, you'll have some women that'll be like, oh no, I don't believe that. I can't believe she did that. I can't believe she did this. And it's like, you were not there, so how can you be the one to judge and say you don't believe this or don't believe that? Now, granted, I know, men. There's men in this world that don't take care of kids. They haven't been there since day one. I get that. I understand it. I see it. I don't respect it, but I understand it. But when it was my son graduating for his for 8th grade, when he's graduating 8th grade, now my kid's mother, she was there before me or whatever. But the thing about it, I was so connected with my son's school. Like, I knew certain teachers that was working there, as well as to the lunch staff, and they knew my son. My son didn't know that they knew him, but I knew them, and they knew me, and they knew the part I played when it come to my son. They knew how I am with my son. They know how I am with my daughter. Now, we went to my son's graduation, right? Now, I already got, the text message like, oh, your kid's mother's here, whatever. I'm like, all right, that's cool, whatever. They just telling me she's here. Like, it ain't no beef. On my part, it ain't no beef. So I get there. Now, I don't see my daughter. Where's my daughter? Now, I had reached out to a certain, female. Pretty, what's up, Pretty Brown? What's up? Salute. Thank you for tuning in. Now, a certain, because I'm not, dropping no names. That's not me. Now, I get there and I see my kid's mother. I see my kid's mother, well, the grandmother. And I see the sister, which is my kid's mother's sister. I don't see my daughter. Now, my kid's mother, nephew was there. I didn't even see him. So I'm like, okay, where's my daughter? I don't see my daughter. So I left it alone or whatever. But my kid's mother, now this is just to show how petty and vindictive she is. She hid my daughter behind the door so I can't see my daughter, because she knew if my daughter was to see me, my daughter's gonna, daddy, run up to me, hug me, whatever. You're hiding my daughter from me. Now, granted, these are the games she played. I know how she is. I know how she get down. Now, it bothered me at first, but then I said, you know what? Someone that was standing next to, and this is kind of blowing it up, but I ain't dropping no names, so it don't matter. Now, someone that was, near her, I was like, yo, just snap a picture of my daughter. Picture I got, my daughter's hidden behind like the because we all had to stand up in the like when you enter the school, you go up some steps, and then like the first level. So like where the security is, like where you meet the security. So my daughter was hidden behind the door. So I'm like, I get the picture. I ain't say nothing about it. I didn't even bring it up to my kids' mom. I just left it alone because I'm like, to show how petty she is. You don't want my kids to see me and my girlfriend. Like, how petty is that? Like, I just didn't understand. It's like, yo, when I say these things verbally, people would think I'm bugging. People would think I'm crazy. They would think, nah, she wouldn't do such a thing. But I'm glad for the people that doubt me. All the people that has doubted me in the past. Now, a lot of people, when I brought, certain things, topics up, certain proof I was showing, people was like, yo, you wasn't lying. Yo, she really did that? I'm like, yes. This is not stuff I'm making up. If me and a person break up and we're no longer together, I'm not going to hate on them, throw dirt on their name. I'm not going to do any of that. But one thing about me, I will keep it real and tell the truth. That's one thing about me. I will keep it real and tell you the truth. So my daughter was hidden behind the door, and I'm just like, wow, this is crazy. I'm like, whatever. It is what it is. But I know I have not one but two pictures showing my daughter was hidden behind the door. So I was like, whatever. Because I know in the long run, God ain't going to punish me. He going to punish her for all the evil things she's doing and keeping me away from my kids. So it is what it is. Tina said, I don't understand her reasoning because you're being a great father. Why wouldn't you want that for your kids? Exactly, Tina. That's what you would think. Why wouldn't you want that for your kids? But like I said a little while ago, when you didn't have your father in the picture, and your mother's, feeding you all this toxic energy and bad energy and negativity, it's like when a good man come around, although it don't work out with you and that man, it's like, okay, just move on. Tina, so your son is 15 and your daughter's 4. Yeah, my son is 15 and my daughter's 4 years old. Tina said, oh, it's because your lady was there. But that's the thing, Tina. That is the thing. My girlfriend was there. Okay, but my daughter has been, my girlfriend has been around for a while. So it's like, how can you use that as the reason? Like, oh, it's because your girl was there. Granted, that's probably her reason, but come on. Like, it's like you have a boyfriend. She has a boyfriend or whatever. My kids are around. I have yet to meet this dude. On numerous occasions, I said to her, I was like, look, I have no problem with you meeting my significant other. I just need to see who's around my kids. You know what she told me? No, you don't need to meet him. He don't need to meet you. Y'all don't need to see each other. Da, da, da. It's like, okay. And it's sad because look at all the times with women bringing men around kids. And I have a daughter. Granted, my son is important too, but I have a daughter. I don't want nobody touching my daughter in an appropriate way, in the wrong way, because that happened. If that was to happen, it ain't gonna be no more J Spot. I'm be in jail doing life. I'm gonna be doing life because it's like, how you not mature enough to say, okay, if that's the dude you're gonna be with, you gonna spend the rest of your life with, why I can't know who's around my kid or my kids? It's simple as 1, 2, 3. Why I can't know? So like I said, like it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Like I said, I know I have a pure heart, a clean heart. I don't do no evil hoe shit, no evil vindictive shit. I don't do no hoe shit, period. Period. And those that know me, that know I've been in my kids' life from day one, those that know me know I'm not going to bring no one around my kids that I feel will be a threat to my kids. But for some reason, for me not meeting who's around my kids, obviously I must be a threat to her or to him, because I don't know who's around my kids. But like I said, I put it all in God's hands, and I pray on it. I pray my kids don't get harmed, don't get touched. I pray they don't go through anything with whoever this person is, because like I said, the outcome ain't going. This is not gonna be a nice outcome. So, like I said, but yeah, that's what I went through. Well, my son graduation. My daughter was hidden from me. Her father, my daughter, was hidden behind the door. But like I said, when I talk about stuff, a lot of people would not believe it. But it's like, okay, if you don't want to believe it verbally coming out of my mouth, how do you not believe proof? How do you not believe proof? Because when I have proof and text messages and video and stuff like that, how you not believe that? So everything I'm basically saying is vouched for, and it's proof behind it. It's not stuff that I'm saying with no proof behind it. It's stuff that I'm saying with solid proof behind it. Point blank, period. Yeah, she is being immature. Yeah, she is being immature, but like I said, as long as I stay around, stay involved in my kids' lives, I can't let my kids grow up like her. I can't let her brainwash them with negativity. I can't. I can't. So I ask the Lord daily to let me be here to see my kids grow up. So let me be there to see my kids graduate high school, college, and so on and so on and so on. So many dudes out here that be hitting me on my social media. They be telling me like what they going. There's so many, and that's what I think I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start probably showing like text messages, of course, not with the person name and stuff like that, but just to show what some men go through, because it's a lot of men. Like I have over, I would no lie, I have over 100 dudes that be faithfully hitting me, asking me for advice with their situations with their kid's mother. They're like, yo, why she do this? Why she did that? Why she doing this? Why she doing that? Blah, blah, blah. And it's sad because black men are really targets out here. Especially the black men that want to be involved in their kids' lives. Now, granted, if the dude don't want to be involved in the kid's life, then yes, he is a deadbeat. He is a loser. He is a lame. He is a bozo. He is a clown. But I only focus on the men that are involved in their kids' lives. Those are the only men I focus my concern is, because they're doing whatever they got to do to better themselves and to better their kids, and they're doing what they have to do. So those are the men I salute. Those are the men I pay homage to. Those men right there. If you're a deadbeat, you don't get no acknowledgement from me. The only acknowledgement you're going to get from me is that you're a deadbeat. Point blank, period. That's what it is. All right, but I've reached my 1 hour mark. It feels good to be back up here. Like I said, I'm back on the air every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm back up here next Tuesday, so check me out. Holla at your boy. If you can, share this episode to your Facebook. Just click that share button at the bottom of your screen. But until next week, I will be back. Everything, if you want to follow me, everything on social media, the name is Real J Richards. Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. If you want to follow me on Facebook, it's J Richards. So just click that follow button. I follow back. I support. I salute. I uplift. I encourage. That's me. That's what I'm here for. So until next week, I'll catch you guys later. And enjoy the rest of your week. Salute to you, Tina, for tuning in. I appreciate you. Thank you once again. I will catch you guys next week, 8:30 p.m. Salute.